Hi, my name is Jeff Oliver. I'm the data science specialist at the University of Arizona Libraries. I'm going to talk today about a program that we have to support campus data science needs. So the first thing I'd like to do is I'd like to acknowledge the collaborators on this program. The work that I'm going to talk about today really is a partnership among multiple parties. So first I want to point out the folks who work with me on this. Vignesh Subian is the co-director of the program and really conceived of the project when we started it a few years ago. And then we've received considerable support from the Data Science Institute, first from Susan Miller and then from Malaika Oxnam. So data science is clearly a field that's been growing, and there's been growing interest in it in recent times, just in the sheer numbers of folks who are looking at data science. And this is especially true at university campuses. You can see in this graph that annual peak is the start of the fall semester at universities. In addition to just the sheer numbers of people interested in data science, we see a growing interest across multiple disciplines. And different areas of study actually require different levels of support when it comes to data science. This is something that we've found with our engagement in data science ambassadors in a variety of different domains, both in the social sciences and the life sciences and physical sciences, as well as in areas such as the humanities and arts. So what we did is we created a program that will actually support data science on campus. And this program capitalizes on the immense capabilities and knowledge in the graduate student population. So the Data Science Ambassadors program uses graduate students to actually help connect researchers and scholars with data science resources that they need to accomplish their work. So the first question might be, what do the ambassadors get out of engaging in such a program? So the program is not a full-fledged graduate assistantship. It's actually in addition to any other work that they're doing, and it's also fairly low time commitment, on the order of a couple of hours per week. But for participating in the program, all ambassadors undergo the Carpentries Instructor Training, which is a 2-day training in pedagogical theory and how learning works. They also receive a lot of guidance from the directors, both Vignesh and myself, in how they're going to engage with their respective communities. And then finally, they receive a small stipend for their efforts supporting data science on campus. So just last year, the types of support they provided included both standalone workshops where they presented introductions to things like machine learning, as well as topics like data management and data visualization to their colleges or departments. They also served as consults for various data science needs, and they also participated in 2 software carpentry workshops serving as instructors and helpers, where there were over 100 learners in those workshops. They also engage in a variety of other efforts in community sort of facing data science efforts, and these include the Our Ladies Tucson group, a Code for Venezuela, as well as a large campus machine learning literacy workshop, where scholars across the campus were introduced to machine learning in their own fields and provided an accessible introduction to the topic of machine learning. One of the important points about the Data Science Ambassadors program that I want to call out is just the diversity of domains from which ambassadors are coming from. So the early point at the beginning where I mentioned that the variety of domains is growing as far as data science interest grows, so this is reflected in the diversity of domains from which data science ambassadors are drawn from. These ambassadors are from the first 2 cohorts of the program, and they are drawn from both life sciences, social sciences, as well as the humanities. As we enter our 3rd year, we're finding similar levels of diversity in the ambassadors, including ambassadors from hydrology, bioinformatics, as well as the arts and higher education. Even though that most institutes of higher learning are facing budget cuts and changes to educational models, there was still strong interest in this program. We've also adapted the program to maintain some continuity between cohorts by asking 2 previous ambassadors to stay on for an additional year to serve as senior ambassadors to provide mentorship to this latest cohort of ambassadors. So far, the cohort is going strong. They're getting ready for their Carpentries Instructor Training, which happens in 2 weeks. And then from there, they're going to be supporting their respective colleges and departments in whatever data science needs they have. And throughout the course of the academic year, the directors are here to help out and to guide them with plans to support data science, as well as effective means of managing their time and resources. I just want to close by thanking all of the parties who have made this program possible. At the University of Arizona, the libraries and the College of Engineering have been quite supportive of the program. I also want to call out the Data Science Institute, which has been generous in providing funding for the program, as well as nominating colleges who are now responsible for providing half of the ambassadors' stipends. Once again, call out thanks to my collaborators, Vignesh Subian, Malika Oxnam, and Susan Miller. And finally, I'd like to thank all of the data science ambassadors who have repeatedly been great groups of students and really a joy to work with. Their enthusiasm is contagious, and it's been a real joy to work with them on this Data Science Ambassadors program. If you have any questions, I'd love to take them now. And thanks again for coming to this talk.